Hey there guys, so our new anime is about the Ryuto, a typical nerd with average of everything, but he had a hard crush on the school goddess named Runa. But with his social status, Ryuto knew he won't be able to get anywhere near Runa, but luckily he got in the same class as Runa. But there are so many rumors about her that she's changing her boyfriends like changing clothes every day just to sleep with them, but Ryuto ignored them. And then Runa comes to him and asked for a pencil, and with that angle bro was barely keeping his thought to himself, as he still thinks he's a loser. But at that moment Ryuto fell for Runa even more. Ryuto has two other geek friends, Rin and Yusuk, who are just as nerd as Ryuto is. Both of them were concerned about their grades, but Ryuto was unconcerned, so Rin comes up with the idea that whoever gets the best score has to do anything the guy with the worst grades says. And in that test, Ryuto nailed it with the highest score, so both of them told Ryuto to propose to the girl he has a crush on, so after school Rin and Yusuk were watching from afar. And after a while Runa comes out there as Ryuto had left a letter for her to call her out. Ryuto there got hesitate but still proposed his love to her. Runa wanted to know why he likes her. So Ryuto tells her that he finds her pretty cute. Runa believed on his words and accepted his propose. Ryuto was shocked to his core, but now he gets to date the girl he likes. And that caused a trauma to his friends. Then after school, they were walking home with each other, but Ryuto asked Runa why she agreed to date someone like him. Because deep down he knows she doesn't like him, so Runa tells him that she just needs to know him better, because if they started out with light feelings, after a while when they got to know each other better, so with that they can truly like each other. But Runa was still worried, because she hadn't been able to date someone longer than 2 months. She believes all of her ex got bored with her and dumps her, but after that, when they are about to be separated at the station, Runa tells Ryuto to walk her home, so Ryuto follows her to her house. But she invites our boy to her room. But then she goes out to the kitchen to get something to drink, and bro got fixed to take a peek into her clothes, so as he tries to take a peek, and Runa comes there, and thankfully she thought that her drawer was left open. Then she tells Ryuto to sit beside her, on the bed, but bro was nervous for real. But seeing him Runa thought Ryuto wants to get down to the real business, and she started to strip down her clothes to get laid. But Ryuto stops her midway because he thinks it's too soon for them as they have just met, but Runa thinks all boys always thinks of getting laid when they get their girlfriend alone. But Ryuto tells her to wait until the timing is right for them. Ryuto asked her if she really wanted to do it, but she tells him that she never really gave much thought to it, because she thinks it's the duty of the GF to let their boyfriend do it or they'll grab another girl. So Ryuto understood that all of her ex just used her for fun and dumped her after playing with her. So Ryuto tells her that he wants to do it, but only when she's ready to give herself to him of her own free will. Runa liked that idea and knew that this time her relationship won't be shallow like others, which makes her really happy. But the next day, Runa overslept and arrived late to school, but then, at lunch, Ryuto told his best friend at rooftop about what happened at Runa's house. So Yusuk tells him not to overthink about Runa because she's top in the school ladder so she won't get serious about him. Because she picked Ryuto just for a one-night fun and she will get someone else the moment she gets the chance. He took their words seriously, and when he returns to class, Runa approaches him. But Runa's friend Nicole gives him a third degree with her eyes, so he began to avoid Runa from then on, but she kept clinging to him. So he called out Runa and told her not to talk to him while they are on academy to keep their relationship a secret, because they really stand out. Runa agreed with that without hesitation, and thought they should meet up for a date on Saturday, because she is busy on Sunday, but Ryuto doesn't know what to do on their dates, so he tells Runa that he wants to get to know her better. So he wants to do whatever she likes, and Runa takes him to shopping. She's dressed up like a total gal, and she looked like a gorgeous model. They then runs around all the shops she could get. And while they took a break to have a drink, Runa was worried if Ryuto was bored from this date, but he tells her that he got to see how cute she looked while shopping, which made him happy as well. Runa got shy hearing that, but then she got on the phone with Nicole. With that their date ended. And on Sunday Runa didn't even see the text Ryuto sent to her, so he started to get nasty thoughts that she might be with someone else. But then on another day Runa calls him out to the park. And Ryuto started to think he's done for. Runa wants to break up with him, but he gathers his courage to meet her and she showed him the exclusive phone cover. It was one per person, so she took Nicole with her to buy that case to surprise Ryuto. She was playing games all night so her battery was discharged in morning. So she wasn't able to contact Ryuto on Sunday. Hearing this, it made him so happy, so Runa told him that she did this for their 1-week anniversary. It had already been a week since they started dating, but on their conversation he tells Runa that once he confessed to a girl but got rejected, so he was afraid of being dumped again. But that won't be a problem because Runa tells him that her parents started dating in middle school and ended up marrying each other, so she wants to follow in their footsteps. She gained so much experience, but it never worked out and she ended up breaking up with all the boys. But Ryuto tells her that she's living her school life to the fullest with the friends she made and the boyfriends she had. She appeared to be a bright person, which Ryuto likes. And that compliment lifts her up and she forgets about her worries. So Runa told Nicole all of this and tells her that she wants to keep dating Ryuto. Then on another day, everything was going swimmingly fine for them. But the new transfer student happens to be the same girl who rejected Ryuto in middle school. Her name was Maria, and she was really a beauty, and the teacher gave her the seat right next to our boy. She recognized Ryuto right away and wanted to be friends with him. But Ryuto wanted to stay as far away from her as possible, but then after school ended Nicole took Ryuto away and told him that Runa's birthday was coming. Ryuto had no idea because he never asked her about this out of nervousness, so Ryuto asked Nicole to give him some heads up about Runa's favorite things. So Nicole sat down again to tell him about Runa's favorite things, but someone clicked their photos together and on the next day the rumors got around that Ryuto is dating Nicole. Runa was pretty worried, so Ryuto tells her that Nicole met him to tell him about Runa's birthday, so Ryuto asked her out on a date for that day and she agreed. Then on her birthday, Ryuto took Runa to Harajuku and she loved it, just as Nicole told him. There Runa wanted to pay for her half but Ryuto insisted on paying for her. Then Ryuto made a plan to take her to many other places to have bubble tea, because he tasted many teas at bunch of other places for Runa, since she likes it so much. Ryuto thought it was a very nerdy thing, but Runa liked that Ryuto was so caring. Then they went to many other shops. And then Runa gave her tea to Ryuto to have sip, and embarrassingly Ryuto took a sip and Runa tells him that it was their first kiss, even though it was an indirect one. That day was a blast for them, so Ryuto wants to tell her about Maria, but they saw another guy giving a gift to his GF. But Ryuto only had 1,000 yen, so he tells Runa to pick anything under that amount. He was broke, but Runa took that map that had the location of the tea shop. She was genuinely a really nice girl. But then the next day the rumors about Runa got even more serious, that Runa always ripped off her boyfriends on their date, but Ryuto knows it was a complete lie. But in the class when he was sharing his book with Maria, she was really taking the initiative, and judging by that look, Ryuto tells her that he already has a girlfriend to keep her at bay. But he keeps it a secret for now. Then after that, he saw Runa followed a guy in the empty room, so Ryuto eavesdropped there and saw the guy just propose her to Runa, but she turns him down for Ryuto. That guy asks Runa about her boyfriend and she tells him that her boyfriend wants to keep his identity a secret, so that guy starts to think her boyfriend is a loser and she's embarrassed to say it. But Runa defends Ryuto and tells him she actually wants to respect Ryuto's feeling. Ryuto now knows what Runa really thinks about him. But then in class Maria started to tell Ryuto about those rumors concerning Runa, so, after hearing it, Ryuto blasts at Maria and announced loudly that he is Runa's boyfriend. At first, no one believed him, but Runa confirmed that Ryuto is telling the truth, and that puts an end to the rumor game. So Maria runs out in rage, and Ryuto follows her, knowing that Maria was the one spreading the rumor, so Myra tells him that Runa is her twin sister, but when their parents got divorced, she took off with their mother and Runa stayed with their father, but Runa was bright and against her Maria always felt inferior, so she wanted to become number one and surpass her. And in that rage she started to spread the rumors, so Ryuto tells her that he is just like her, a shadow person. But forcing themselves to become something they are not will only hurt them even more. That is why Ryuto tells her to become a person that her future partner could love. After telling that, Ryuto leaves, but then Nicole was so proud of Ryuto that he opened up about his relationship, but now boy suddenly has the urge to kiss Runa, and if the kiss could not happen, Ryuto at least want to hold Runa's hand, so he comes up with an idea to go to a nice park for their next date, and Runa superbly liked the idea, and since everything was going as planned, Ryuto forgot where the teacher was, but Maria saves the day and told him the paragraph, but now Maria is starting to have feelings for him. Then anyways, Runa and Ryuto comes out to the lake park for their date, and there she showed him the lunch she prepared for Ryuto, so Ryuto gave it a try and he liked her cooking. But Nicole messages Ryuto to finish off that lunch, then they went on a boat ride, but when Ryuto tried to save her from slipping, Runa made it to the boat without a hitch. So our boy's plan to hold her hand was crushed, and Ryuto was feeling down as a result. Ryuto knows that if he wants to touch her or do anything to her, Runa will let him do whatever he wants. But Ryuto doesn't want to be like her ex-boyfriends, so that was bugging him, but Runa saw his face and thought that Ryuto wanted to break up with her, so Ryuto tells her that he wasn't planning on it, so he makes up that he wants to take another boat ride, and instead of any underhanded tactics, Ryuto takes the lead to touch Runa. And surprisingly Runa was also thinking of the same thing, and now that she touched Ryuto, she started to feel a little closer to him. That she took the lead and gave Ryuto his first ever smooch. With that, their loves for each other was really going nicely and was increasing by the ever little moments, like this one. But Maria has other plans. She began to have feelings for Ryuto. But he had already been taken by Runa, so Maria decided to become Runa in order to steal Ryuto away from her. So, as the story progresses, it's been a month since Luna and Ryuto started dating, so Luna wanted to go to the beach to celebrate their 1-month anniversary. Ryuto was all down with it. So Luna scored fairly decent in test to avoid summer class. As for Ryuto, he scored one of the best in the class test. Maria saw that and asked Ryuto to help her study in this summer break. So Ryuto tells Maria that he already promised to teach Luna this break, so Maria then asked to Ryuto to help her after the summer break ends, because she's bad with math. So Ryuto tells her that his friend Ajichi is much more better than him in math, so he could introduce her to Ajichi, but Maria declined. Her plan to get Ryuto was failing, and even so she kept trying to find a way, but Ryuto ignored her text and arrived at the beach. There Luna stole his heart with her hot bikini. There they had a pretty fun time together, but then suddenly the weather changed out and they weren't able to get back home, so both of them rented a room at the hotel to spend the night. But staying together made our guy nervous, so he began to exercise, and there Luna comes out of bath and tried to get a bit close, and still Ryuto was keeping his distance from her. Which made Luna a bit sad, but Ryuto didn't even notice that. Then after that, they weren't able to sleep, so Luna takes the lead to do it, like that thing. Although she wasn't sure about taking that step, but she didn't want to make Ryuto wait, so Ryuto tells her that he'd like to wait until Luna could clear out her feelings for him. Only then Ryuto wants to sleep with her. Luna was so touched that Ryuto was putting her feelings before his, which bring her even more closer to Ryuto. Then the next morning they returned back home. But on the way, Nicole's home restaurant comes, so she invited Ryuto in for a talk. She tells Ryuto that Runa is a bit clingier, but Ryuto already knows and he doesn't have a problem with it. Nicole was relieved to hear that because all of Runa's ex-boyfriends have left her or cheated on Luna after 2 months of dating because of her clingy behavior. And that's why Runa is still nervous about this 2 month, but Ryuto cleared out that he has no plan of breaking up with Runa in any conditions. It made Nicole ease up about the situation, but then, while Ryuto was in his way to his home, he got a call from Maria's phone. There Luna tells him that she's at her mother's house and her battery died, so she called from Maria's phone. She tells Ryuto to meet her at school. Ryuto arrives as she requested, and there Luna tells him that she's ready to take the next step in their relationship, but Luna was at home, talking with Nicole. Which means it's Maria. She changed into Luna's outfit, but Ryuto figured out who she was, so he pushed her back. But Maria tells him she'd do anything to get him and she's willing to give him her first time, but even so Ryuto didn't cheat behind Luna's back. But their guard comes in for a check and both of them ran away from there to the park, where Maria confessed that she loves him. When she rejected Ryuto in middle school she wasn't ready for a relationship, but now, at this point, she is, but sadly Maria knows it's already too late now. Because Ryuto has Luna, which made her cry, so Ryuto stays there to comfort her, but the next day rumors about Ryuto cheating with Maria spreads around. Because someone clicked their photo together at park, so Ryuto thought it must have been Maria's plan, but Maria claims that she has nothing to do with this and even decided to stop contacting him. Ryuto was relieved to hear that she was going to do some damage control, but Maria asked Ryuto that things would have been different if she had accepted his proposal in middle school. But Luna heard this, and she felt betrayed, so she left from there with this giant load of misunderstanding, and from another day, she stopped coming to school. Ryuto tried to contact her, but she never responded to any of his text, email, or calls, so Ryuto then started to concentrate on his summer class, and right there, his two buddies were enjoying summer break at the beach, but there they saw Luna, so they sent Luna's photo to Ryuto, and he saw Luna was with some other dude. So he quickly took the train and got to the beach. He saw Luna was really with someone else, but still Ryuto asked for a chance to talk. That guy in the middle was confused, but he realized that Ryuto must be Luna's boyfriend, so he introduced himself. His name is Mao, and he turns out to be Luna's uncle. So first misunderstanding was cleared, then Nicole gives some personal space to the couple and leaves, and then Ryuto apologized for keeping this a secret, that Myra was the girl he proposed and was rejected in middle school, and Ryuto tells Luna everything that happened that night. He tells Luna that he was just comforting Maria because she was crying. Luna understood and tells Ryuto that her sister appears strong but she's very delicate. So she's happy that Ryuto was there to support her, so Ryuto asked why she didn't reply to any of his texts, so Luna told Ryuto that her phone was broken when she dropped it at school. And right after that she moved here and there weren't any repair shops, so she wasn't able to respond, but even though she could have borrowed Mao or Nicole's phone. She didn't contact Ryuto because she was afraid to confirm if Ryuto was really going to break up with her, but now, after hearing the whole story, she's glad that Ryuto wasn't planning on leaving her behind. It cleared out their doubt and misunderstanding, and since it was too late, Luna and Mal took Ryuto to their home, where he meets the old lady of the house. She's a family friend, and Luna tells Ryuto that even Maria and her mother come here frequently, and since summer break is going on, Luna asked Ryuto to stay here with her, so Ryuto decided to spend the summer break here with Luna. Then in the morning, Luna wakes Ryuto up because he promised to stay with her for the entire summer break. Ryuto helped out Mao and Luna at their beach restaurant, but he was still a bit awkward to talk with other people, so while Ryuto took a break to study for a bit, two mundane-looking guys came in and started to hit on Luna. For an introvert like Ryuto, this was a tough spot, but to save his love, bro stands up there, looking at him. Both guys back off, but before they left, they wanted Luna to choose between those two, and Luna chose Ryuto as her boyfriend. Luna was angry that she was being approached by those thug-looking guys, but it made her happy that Ryuto stood up for her. But she saw Ryuto was working hard to have good grades to attend a good university, which reminds her that Nicole was also planning to attend a manicure academy after she graduated. And Akari was planning to become fashion designer, while Luna had no idea what she wanted to do with her life. But her goal was already done because she had a dream of falling in true love with someone, and now she wants to start her own family with Ryuto and wants to have many children. She was serious about her future with Ryuto, and Ryuto realized he had to work his lights out to make Luna's dream come true. When they were even in the kitchen cooking together, it made them look like a real couple helping out with each other. But every year Luna's mom and Maria also visited beach. But when Maria heard that Ryuto was also there at the beach, she refused to go and made up that she had plans with her friends. When Luna found out that Maria wasn't coming this year, she got a hunch that Maria was trying to avoid her and Ryuto, which made her think that Maria is upset that she is in the same class as her. But Luna still loves her little sis and wants to get along, so she asked Ryuto to become friends with Maria together when the new semester starts. So Luna planned to approach Maria as a friend first, not as a sister, and at night, she dragged Ryuto to make those cringy Instagram reels to lighten the mood. But now the summer break was coming to an end, and Mom gave Ryuto his payment for his help around the restaurant and told him to use this money to get a gift for Luna. So he goes to the market and bought a present for her, but when he got back home, a completely new Luna was standing before him, so Ryuto also got ready and went to the summer festival. But in every indie game, bro fails and makes fun of himself, but it made him realize that all of these things were his first time, his first date, first kiss. Everything he did with Luna was his first, but Luna got her heart crushed because it wasn't her first. Nothing was her first time, which makes her sad that she can't give any of her first to Ryuto. Ryuto gets that, but the feelings Luna have for him were all honest, which were only meant for him. He gives a ring as present. He apologized it wasn't a fancy gift, but it meant whole world to Luna. They stayed with each other to see the fireworks and showed their affection. But now that the summer break has ended, Luna tries to get along with Maria, but she always keeps her distance from Luna, so to have some relaxing time, Luna and her friends came in for some fun at airsoft gun game with Ryuto and his friends. Luna, Ryuto, and Akari were in a team against Kiji, Nicole, and Rin. So the game begins and Luna and Ryuto kept distracting them while Akira made all the way to back to make a surprise attack, and Ryuto used that chance to send Ichiji out of the game. But Nicole used that opportunity to get Ryuto and Akari, so only Luna remained from their team to fight against Nicole, but Nicole was out of ammo, so she lost because of it. Then she cut out her nails in the break time and took the big gun for the second round. Nails were getting in her way. And after that she becomes a real boss gal and shoot out everyone and won the game like a lone wolf. Then, after having a playful time, Luna lost her pair of earrings. But she jinxed it because her earrings were just in her bag. Ryuto noticed it's the same pair she always wears, and thought it must be something important to her, anyways. They get to a restaurant for some refreshments. Akira was thrilled playing the airsoft. And Ichiji was a total otaku for the airsoft and gave a little too much info about airsoft that was going over the head for girls. It was a talk of otaku. So Akira tells the boys about her love of idols, which confuses them even more this time, and Nicole joins in to tell them about her otaku passion for nail art, which confuses them even more. As for Luna, it was clear she was an otaku of love, which made Nicole jealous because she never dated anyone after middle school. Her relationship with her first boyfriend only lasted for 2 weeks, but she still admired her ex-boyfriend, so Ren noticed if it was only 2 weeks means that Nicole was still inexperienced. So Ren got to pay for thinking that. As for Akira, she was interested in tall men, and it was perfect for Ichiji. Ryuto's introvert friend were now having a progress on Luna's friend, but at noon, they all went back home, leaving Luna and Ryuto alone, so they went on a date to a theme park, and while riding on a Ferris wheel, they had a sweet kiss in the mid-air. But their 3 months anniversary was approaching, so Ryuto wanted to plan their celebrations, but Luna tells him she's fine as long as she gets to be with him. She doesn't want anything more than Ryuto, so Ryuto started to work extra hard with his studies for Luna and his future with her. However, he noticed Maria had joined the same prep school as him. So Ryuto crawled his way out of there, but there he runs into an old pal. He's repeating his year, but earlier she noticed Ryuto was dodging Mari. Sho had helped him out in tough times before, so Ryuto tells him the whole love triangle about Luna and Maria. He doesn't want to make Luna nervous again, so he was avoiding any contacts with Maria. So Sho agreed to help Ryuto out to avoid running into Maria. Then it was time for the cultural festival, but no one wanted to join the committee except Maria. So Luna took this chance to get closer to Maria. After Runa, Akari also joined, and the next target was none other than Ryuto, so Ryuto agreed to join in, but he volunteers Ajichi so he can impress Akari. But Runa and Ryuto were separated from Akari and Ajichi, and got into theme planning committee along with Maria. It was a sticky situation. And it was even more awkward on where to start communicating, so they looked through some pamphlets to decide on a festive theme, but then Runa asked Maria about her hobbies. And Maria said she was into watching videos these days, so Runa shared she was hyped over idols dance videos, but it got over Maria's head. So Ryuto asked Maria which type of video she liked because Runa forgot to ask this first, and Maria was into gaming, which is the speciality of a nerd like Ryuto. So Runa felt out of the picture this time. It was difficult to make both of the girls happy at the same time, so Ryuto told his fire brigade friend, Shu, about his situation. He was hoping for some advice, but that just brought back some memories for Shu. In 9th grade he looked like a loser, yet a girl took interest in him. So she dated her for 2 weeks, and she was the one who suggested him to change his hairstyle, and after doing that she became famous around girls, so he ditched her to fool around with other girls. But Ryuto wanted to solve his problem first. Runa gives the idea to make the theme girly type, but Maria knew it wouldn't work, so she showed the theme perfect for both boys and girls. So they turned to Ryuto, and bro knew he can't take either side, so he bought some time to think it over. Ryuto told this to the teacher, and she told Ryuto that they don't have much time, so they should decide it quickly because sports day is coming up. So Ryuto had to decide something to finish the planning because the deadline was approaching, and while returning home, he runs into Maria, so Ryuto starts a light conversation. And suddenly Maria brought up her parents' divorce. Her mother moved back to their old home after she got divorced from her new husband. So she transferred the school again because the tuition fees were cheap. But her real reason for transferring to this school was mainly to make Runa happy. Runa likes surprises a lot. So Maria thought Runa would be happy to see her again, but she looked confused when she transferred to this school, and that is why she tried to separate her relationship with Ryuto. But she realized her mistake, and now she doesn't feel the resentment she felt towards Runa, so the whole mishap was at least clear that Maria doesn't hate Runa anymore. But then Ryuto stumbled into someone and fell off, and there Maria sought his book and discovered Ryuto is in the same prep school as her. But she was already aware that Ryuto was attempting to keep his distance from her in order to not to make Runa worried. Now, the sport days comes, and it was on a full roar. Runa was in the competition and Ryuto was always cheering for him, but there her mother comes to the sports day as well. Because Maria was in the cheering leading group, so she called out to her mother to watch her, but when she saw Runa with their mother, she got uncomfortable and ran out. So her mother was worried that Maria was nowhere, so Runa and Ryuto goes to look out for her. And after a while, Ryuto found Maria on the roof. She got jealous seeing Runa with their mother. She didn't know how to react, so she told Ryuto to leave her, but Ryuto refused. But Maria asked him again to leave, because she still loves him, and if Ryuto keeps showing her that he's worried for her, she will fall for him even more. Runa heard this, and it was clear how she felt, so when the day to decide the theme came out, Ryuto still wasn't sure which side should he pick, so Runa told him to say truthfully. So he chose Maria's idea. As I stated in the beginning, this decision was bound to cause a rift strong enough to destroy their relationship, and Runa now began to think that Maria is more suitable for Ryuto, and why? Because their taste in everything matches with each other, both are smart, both love games, etc. and all, so now she wasn't sure if they could date each other like this. So Runa chose to hold of her chat with Ryuto, and Ryuto was such a late bloomer that he lets Runa get away from there. He didn't chase after her, but, from then on, Runa stopped texting Ryuto. But Ryuto heard Runa was planning to meet someone at Ikebukuro. She immediately gets away from there, and it sounded like a guy on the phone. Ryuto knew Nicole would know something, but he can't ask the devil gal. But then Akari told Ryuto that she saw Runa with some older guy the other day. She thinks Runa got a sugar daddy. So Ryuto showed the photo of Mao. But Akari was sure the guy with Runa was much younger than him, so she was worried that Runa should have taken a risk to get a sugar daddy. Akari knows Runa well enough. Runa is way too easy that she can't refuse if anyone approaches her, and things weren't going well between Runa and Ryuto. But Ryuto had full trust in Runa that she wouldn't cheat on him, but, just to be sure, he calls out Shu for help in finding out if Runa really did get his sugar daddy. But Akari tells Ryuto that Shu was the guy she saw with Runa. Ryuto thought that Shu must be one of Runa's ex-boyfriend, so Shu clears out that Runa is his ex-girlfriend's friend. One day she just runs into him and suddenly forced Shu to meet her again. Shu was Nicole's boyfriend. Nicole was the only girl who took an interest in him when he looked like a dork. But when he got popular with girls, Shu ditches Nicole for fooling around with other girls, but Ryuto tells him that Nicole still loves him even now, so he should make up with her. But Shu feels like it's too late to regret, because when he dumped Nicole, her parents were going through divorce, and instead of supporting her, he left her and broke her heart. But Ryuto believes they still have feelings for each other, so Ryuto told Shu to at least meet with Nicole, but their run in Ajichi told Ryuto and Shu that Nicole and Runa were in trouble. These two rebels were hitting on them, so Ryuto gets in and takes away his girl, but Nicole was left alone there, so Shu called out Nicole his girlfriend and takes her away. There were no words needed between them as Nicole forgives Shu and accepted him. Seeing them, Ajichi made up his mind and confessed his feelings to Akari, which was a shocker. But Akari got upset and rejected Ajichi. She made a valid point for rejecting Ajichi that she doesn't even know anything about him. So it was clear that Akari was serious when it comes to dating, and that's why she's always single. So Runa told Ajichi that it might have been better if he started his relationship with Akari from friendship first. Ryuto realized he should also clear out his feelings for Runa. So he found her in the classroom balcony. Runa tells Ryuto that he randomly ran into Shu one day. She knew Ryuto had the idea that she had a sugar daddy because Akari told Runa everything she said to Ryuto, but she was happy because that misunderstanding brought Nicole and Shu together. And looking at their story, Ryuto made his feelings crystal clear that he wants to spend his whole life with Runa, and that he loves her from the bottom of his heart. But was this enough to make their relationship normal again? Because after this, things might even go to the point of breakup between Ryuto and Runa. Luna meets Ryuto before he goes to his prep school, but Luna was wondering about Nicole. She was on a date with Shu and Nicole had told Luna that she was going to make a move tonight, as if to take things to bed. After making up with Shu again, Nicole has totally changed into a cute girl, and seeing her like this, Luna was happy, but she was more worried about Ajichi, after Akari rejected him. Ajichi never showed up at school and was cooped up in his room all day venting out at games. That reminded them of the airsoft game they all played together. So Ryuto was thinking of trying something new with Luna. Luna was fine with anything, but she knew Ryuto was busy with his prep school. They parted ways and Ryuto was off to his prep school, but something felt distant to Luna, and on another day, at school. Luna and Akari were happy that Nicole was getting along with Shu, but her face said otherwise. She refused to sleep with Nicole. Because he wanted to focus on his exams, so he said he won't contact her anymore, so she can go ahead and forget about him. So Ryuto asked it to Shu. And he tells Ryuto that Nicole was planning to take things to bed with him. He can tell just by spending a bit of time with her. Shu was experienced in girls, so he knew Nicole was planning this. But the exams were coming up and Shu wanted to focus on his tests, but he wasn't concerned about Nicole because she had friends to keep her company, so she'll forget him after crying. Talking with him, Ryuto realized that he shouldn't carelessly say something to Luna like this, or it might hurt her in the end, but Luna felt a bit different from Ryuto. She felt like the gap between them was growing to the point where she couldn't communicate with Ryuto anymore. As for Ryuto and Shu saw through Ryuto that he was still inexperienced, so he told Ryuto to change it or he won't make any female friends, but for Ryuto, he doesn't mind at all. Luna was everything for him, and because of her, Ryuto experienced something that he might never have experienced, making friends and hanging out with others. So he doesn't mind that he can't get any other girls as friends. It was some honest feelings, but while returning home, he ran into Maria again, so he asked Maria to stop contacting him from now on. Maria still loves him, but it's also true that she was worried about Luna. She still remembers Luna used to give up everything she liked for Maria. So she knows that Luna will break up with Ryuto for her, so she agreed with Ryuto, and decided to never contact Ryuto again. Things went pretty smoothly. But there Luna called Ryuto to tell him something, but he heard Maria scream, so he rushed to her side. Maria was attacked by a molester, so they reported it to the police. But Maria lost an earring that was important to her. But after that, Ryuto called Luna again to explain everything, but she told him to tell everything in front of Pep School when they met there. So they met there and Ryuto tried to explain, but Luna refused to hear anything and asked for a breakup. She still thinks she's not suited to be with Ryuto and puts up a brave front and smile. It reminds her of how they used to spend their time together, going out on a date and having fun with friends. They saw a kid and Ryuto and Luna both remembers how Luna was even planning their future with each other, to have family and kids. It just broke our guy into tears. Ryuto honestly tells Luna that he doesn't want this breakup. Ryuto only asked Maria to stop talking to him and Luna misunderstood that. This time, Luna was in the wrong, and as a result, she apologized and admitted to Ryuto that she was afraid of losing him. Ryuto told Luna to tell him everything from now on because he loves her so much that he wants to become an adult with her. Luna understood what he means and that resolved their ups and downs. Luna stopped herself from loving Ryuto with all these misunderstandings, so Ryuto tells Luna to never stop those feelings for him ever again. But Ryuto also apologized that he can't help her with Maria. Luna doesn't mind because she now knows that Maria hates her. Luna had an earring but only one. She gave another one to Maria when their parents got divorced and decided to live separately, which reminds Ryuto that Maria lost an earring when she was attacked by a molester. It clicks the bell and Ryuto took Luna to the attack place and found the earring. It was the same earring, and Ryuto tells Luna that Maria transferred to the school so she could make Luna happy, which clears out her feelings for Maria. And in class, Luna reveals to everyone that Maria is her twin little sister, which shocked the entire class. And Maria was confused that Luna suddenly confessed that she was her little sister, so Luna gave the earring to Maria and told her that she and Ryuto found it near the place she was attacked. Luna hugs Maria and tells her that she was always happy that she transferred here, and both made up with each other. Other guys were now even happier they got another pretty lady to hit on. And just like that, everything ended nicely and the sisters again got back with each other. Christmas is approaching, and Luna openly declared she's hopelessly in love with Ryuto. After all the riff-raff, Luna wants to be honest with her feelings and wants to fulfill her dream. But bro also has had his dream, which is to sleep with Luna. But Luna crushed his expectations and asked Ryuto to help her out. Seeing how things are going well with Maria, she now wants her family to be whole again. Her mother recently divorced from her marriage, so she wants to bring her mother and father back together, and that's where the plan comes into play. In it, she needs Maria to bring out her mother. And Luna would call out their father for Christmas Eve and surprise them. Luna was expecting that after meeting each other, her parents would get back together. Maria was on board with the plan, but to complete the plan, Luna wants Ryuto as well. Her dad was always busy with work, so if Luna calls him out to officially introduce her boyfriend, then daddy is sure to come. Seemed like a perfect plan, and Luna prepared the letter in free time in the school, but there Ichi comes and shocked everyone that Fatso just lost his weight and becomes the idol of the class. Akari got flustered seeing him because Ajichi resembles her favorite idol, so Luna told her to go out with Ajichi, but how could she when she rejected the guy when he proposed to her? Akari was going nuts because she wants to go out with Ajichi, and seeing that love drama, Nicole gets upset because she was dumped by Shu again, so she was sitting on the roof, thinking of blocking Shu forever, but their Rin shows up. He was trying to rizz up Nicole but his pickup line were too obvious. Nicole knew he was trying to flirt with her, but she tells him to stop because she already has a boyfriend. Ryuto heard everything from behind the water tank, and after that, in the middle of the class, Ryuto was a late bloomer. So it took a while for him to realize that he's meeting with Luna's dad, his girlfriend's dad, so he tried to prepare himself in advance to face Luna's dad before meeting him. There Luna comes and saw everything. She lead Ryuto to the restaurant and meets her mother there. Her mother was surprised to see Luna, and Maria told her mother that they planned everything out so that they could spend Christmas with the entire family together, just like old times. Her mother felt awkward to meet her ex-husband again, but she goes along with her daughter's wish to make them happy. But their daddy brought a big surprise along with him. He brought a woman he's been dating for a while and he was planning to marry her. It broke Luna into tears because her dream was now crushed, so Ryuto sticks with Luna and brought her back home. Girl was depressed and Ryuto thought of going back home, but Luna asked him to stay. The situation was far too stimulating, and bro knew that being alone with a girl means the possibility was high. Ryuto tried to hold back, but Luna bursts into tears and pushes Ryuto into a corner. Her breath was heavy and it was difficult for Ryuto to hold back. But there he realized Luna got a fever when he hugged her tightly, so Ryuto take care of her as a true boyfriend. But away from there, Rin was thinking to make a move on Nicole but instantly got cold feet. Nicole just got a leave from her part-time job, but suddenly she ran out in a hurry. She got to the prep school and searched through all of the classes, and found Shu in one of the rooms. She boldly told Shu that she's willing to wait until his exams are over and she won't listen to anything he says. That was a confident proposal, so Shu come out to her and gave his scarf to Nicole. Things got well between them yet again, except for Ren, but at least he got a friend in his gaming life, and Akari, she was becoming a fangirl over Ajichi. As for Ryuto, he spent the night with Luna at her home. Then the next morning, Luna gives Christmas gift to Ryuto. She spent a lot of time picking up Lucky Charms for him. So Ryuto becomes Santa and gives Luna her Christmas present. He made her happy in that get-up, and also the earrings he chose were of moonstone, which Luna loves a lot. After this, Luna thinks she's ready to accept her father's new marriage, then Ryuto leaves to go back home. And Luna told Nicole that Ryuto didn't try anything to do to her even though they were alone for a whole night. Luna was a little disappointed. And Nicole knew that Luna is starting to get the feeling that she wants to do it with Ryuto. It's the first time Luna is feeling to offer herself to someone with her own will. Which means she's in love for the first time. Hearing this, Luna was happy that she was able to give Ryuto at least one of her first times. But after that, Luna took Ryuto to a photo booth. She changed into a maid's outfit for happy memories, and told Ryuto that she's ready to sleep with him. And with that, our anime comes to an end.
How was the video? We hope it was good. If so, please check these videos. Also, please comment down your thoughts and your suggestions for future videos. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing now to show the support to our channel. We hope to see you soon with another video right in this channel. Have a nice day.